Hello everyone, the topic is structure of heart. It is in the topic of human circulatory system in the second year zoology. The human circulatory system consists of heart, blood and blood vessels. But today's topic is structure of heart. It is very much important in the IPE for long answer question. Then we have to write introduction part, external internal structure of heart and a diagram with the labeling. That is the 8 marks question. So here the heart is originated from the mesoderm. It is situated at the mediastinum. Mediastinum means between the two lungs at the thoracic region. And also the heart is located slightly to the left side. And also it is a muscular and cone-shaped heart. And it has size about the clinched fist. Clinched fist means if we fold our palm like this, the size is called clinched fist. Every individual person having their heart size like their clinched fist. And the heart is covered by the double layer that is called pericardium. In the pericardium, outer fibrous layer, inner serous layer. In the inner serous also again outer and inner. In the serous, outer is attached to the fibrous that is parietal layer. Inner serous layer attached to the epicardium. So that is the serous layer. In this two pericardial space, we have a fluid that is pericardiac fluid that will protect the heart from the friction. And also the heart is covered by the three layers: epicardium, myocardium, endocardium. Epicardium, myocardium is thick, endo is thin. So these are the layers that are covered by the heart: pericardium and also pericardiac fluid and endocardium, that are layers of the heart. And external structure. Human heart is 4-chambered heart. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-chambered heart. Upper two chambers are called atriums. Lower chambers are called ventricles. Right atrium, left atrium. Right ventricle, left ventricle. So here the atriums are upper, small, receiving chambers. Lower and large and thick and pumping chambers. And two atria are separated by the septum, that is atrial septum. In this atrium septum, one pore is present, that is foramen ovale at the fetal stage. Then in the adult stage, it is turned into fossa ovalis. This is the separation of the atria, that is atrial septum. Name itself indicates. Same likewise, ventricles also separated by the ventricular septum. And the auricles and ventricles are separated by the atrioventricular septum and also called coronary sulcus. Coronary sulcus is the separation or septum between the auricles and ventricles. And so the auricles or atria are receiving deoxygenated blood from the body parts, especially postcaval vein, precaval vein. With the help of these veins, the blood will enter into the right atrium and deoxygenated blood. Then ventricles. These are the receiving chambers. So here right ventricle receive the deoxygenated blood from the right atrium. And also here in the ventricles, the ridge-like structures are there, that is columnae carneae, and it has a muscles, papillary muscles. It has a strings, cardae, tendinae, and these strings are attached to the valves. So the valves are tricuspid valve, bicuspid valve. So here you have to focus in tri, we have to remember R, tricuspid, capital R, means right side. So tricuspid valve in the right side. Right side means between the right atrium and right ventricle. Bicuspid, it is also called as a mitral valve. It is between the left atrium and left ventricle. So you have to focus the location of valves also. Tricuspid will be in the right side, right atrium, right ventricle. Bicuspid, left atrium, left ventricle. Then also at the postcaval vein also Eustachian valve. At the coronary sinus also Thebaceous valve. Coronary sinus means the heart receives blood from the myocardium through the coronary sinus. Coronary sinus is sending the blood to the heart. It is protected by the valve, Thebaceous valve. Just remember valve's location. Then auricles, ventricles. Then we have a tissues. In the internal structure, we have to study atria, ventricles, nodal tissue, aortic arcs. Atria's upper, ventricles lower, and these are the structures in the ventricles, and it will protected by the guards, that is walls. Tricuspid, bicuspid. They can prevent the backflow of the blood. Then nodal tissue. So here in the right atrium we have a two nodal tissues. Modified tissue of heart is called as a nodal tissue, SAN, AVN. Sinoatrial node, atrioventricular node. S for start, you have to remember like that. The impulses start from SAN. So where is the location of SAN, AVN means it is right anterior of right atrium, left posterior of right atrium, AVN. The location also very much important in MCQ. Remember again, this is right atrium, right upper anterior portion of right atrium, SAN. AVN means left posterior of right atrium. Sinoauricular node also called as a pacemaker. So here the impulses will start and send to the AVN. So the location important. These are the nodal tissues. Then aortic arcs. So we have two aortic arcs, that is pulmonary arc and systemic arc. So in the pulmonary arc, it is located on left anterior angle of right ventricle. So here left anterior, so this is left ventricle na? So left anterior part of right ventricle. Then it is guarded by the pulmonary valve. It carry deoxygenated blood to the lungs. Then systemic arc. So it is located on the left ventricle and guarded by the aortic valve. It carry oxygenated blood. So here pulmonary arc presented on the right ventricle and carry deoxygenated. Already we know right side deoxygenated, left side oxygenated. So pulmonary arc presented the right ventricle at left anterior, and systemic arc presented the right ventricle to carry oxygenated blood, and aortic arc, through the aortic arc it will send to the body parts. So these are the pulmonary arcs and systemic arc. Pulmonary arc right side, left side systemic arc. So then what are the walls? Tricuspid, bicuspid, Thebaceous, Eustachian. And in the SAN, AVN also, in the AVN it is enter into the atrioventricular chambers, that is ventricles, and it has a bundle of His and Purkinje fibers, and the impulses will start. You have to remember SAN is a pacemaker. Impulses will start here and send to the AVN, to the bundle of His, to the ventricles, Purkinje fibers, and it can create lub-dub sound. We can study in the working of heart. From this you have to remember atria, ventricles, walls, tissues and layers and septums. So this is the structure of heart. Thank you. If you like the video, please subscribe and share.